Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let's start aggressively. If you think that the European Union is having an independent, sovereign foreign policy, then you're a baboon. In my eyes, I know I'm crazy, but I just want to let you know from the get-go. If you think that the European Union at this point is doing things independently and would oppose the United States of America at any point, you're a baboon. You're a baboon. Let me show you this article pushed by Bloomberg to make us think that actually the European Union has an independent sovereign foreign policy and they make their own decisions without listening to what the boss has to say. Now, I live in the United States of America. I'm a US citizen. I'm happy about it. I'm in charge of you, supposedly. But no, if you have a tyrant that is tyrannical to certain kind of people, be certain that tyrant will be tyrannical to you after he's done with everybody else. It's just a matter of time. So the same, when you like that, oh, that guy was shut down by the government, oh, that guy's free speech was infringed, I'm good because I didn't like his ideas, they will come for you too. And then what are you going to do? Now, you being a weakling, you're going to say, okay, but you're going to be a slave. You've been a slave already in your own brain. No balls, no heart. All right, let's go to this article. Obviously, I'm a little bit, how should I put it, energetic at this point, in this evening. So, Bloomberg, EU, that's the European Union, to move forward with Russian assets plan regardless of US. Did you get that? They would not give a fuck about the US. Regardless, man. We're independent. We do whatever we want. So let me give you the translation. The European Union would move forward stealing Russia's money and doing whatever they think they will do with the Russian money, regardless if the US agrees or not. It was the US in the first place who had these guys freeze the assets. So what are you talking about? Everything the EU did, the sanctions, the 13, 14 round of sanctions, it was not because the European Union wanted. They didn't want to shoot themselves in the feet because cheap gas, cheap oil from the Russians. It was the Americans telling them. And very revealing, if you don't remember, I remind you, very 86, 85 calorie beer, light, like a piss, but whatever. Piss comes in, piss comes out. I'm thirsty. Let's put it this way. So, do you remember in 2022 when Olaf Scholz visited Washington, D.C.? He had a conversation, supposedly. Anyway, he had a how do you call it, a press conference with Joe Biden, barely awakened. And there were a few, I think it was about 5 questions on the same topic. And Scholz was trying to explain, and they were all related to the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines. And they were asking, hey, what are you going to do about your cheap gas or whatever you get from Russia? Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2. And Scholz was, ich weiß es nicht. I don't know. 5 questions from the US media, very pushy. What are you going to do? And Scholz did not give a definite answer. Everybody wanted to say, and that is when Biden said, we're going to stop it. We're going to take care of it. It's not going to go. If Russia invades, we're not going to let it go. And then Scholz went to his great country of Deutschland. And over there, the first time he went over there, the press conference, again, those guys attacked him. What are you going to do about the Nord Stream? What are you going to do? That means, are you going to shoot us in the feet for them? And Scholz said eventually, yes. And that's what happened after he went to Washington under the pressure. So everything that I know as a foreign policy that would involve somehow the US's opinion, they always did, the European Union always followed what the boss says. So when this guy is telling me the European Union will move forward with Russian assets plan regardless of the US, are you crazy? Are you a baboon? It's a game. It's a game. All this is staged. Like, oh no, the United States of America, it doesn't really agree with freezing the Russian assets, and we don't agree, they don't agree with using the interest from the frozen assets to sponsor and to fund the war against the Russians themselves. No, I don't think, no, that's not right. You're gonna do it without telling us? Okay, then it's on you. Let me wash my hands of this. Do you understand? This is Bloomberg. Bloomberg cannot be trusted. But this is what people, some intellectuals in the great country of America, they use as telling you, they're intellectuals. I read Washington Post, New York Times, and especially Wall Street Journal. And then Bloomberg. Yes, I read these kind of things. Yeah, I'm an intellectual. What do you know, Emil? I know that you're a baboon. That's what I know. So let me read you the first paragraph, at least, of this baboonish article. The European Union will press forward because it's independent and it does whatever it wants with a commitment to secure aid for Ukraine from frozen, stolen Russian central bank assets, regardless of issues raised by the US, the blog top diplomat appointed Borrell said. Right? So can you imagine? This guy said, you know what? We don't give a shit what you say, US. Off. We're going to do whatever we feel like because we're strong, man. If you really believe that's the way you really is in Europe, you're a baboon. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.